Hey, what's up, spooky fam? I already filmed this video once. I just did not feel comfortable uploading a video that looked like I was rewinding a fucking VCR tape. Anyways. This is everything that I watched in the month of July. You guys can follow me over on Letterboxd at deadgrlYT. I did watch a majority of these movies with my friend Alex over at Off the Cuff reviews. What the hell? How did I just like not remember that for a second? Anyways, I would say a good 3/4 of these I watched with Alex. So once again, our videos are probably going to be quite similar. But if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I will leave Alex's channel link down below. So anyways, let's get into everything I watched in the month of July. It's already August 3rd as I'm filming this, and I've already watched I've already watched like 6-7 things, and I'm pretty proud of myself. So starting off on the 3rd, we watched Becky, and I am surprised at how much Peep is burying himself in a bag. You done? Okay. Anyways, yeah, we watched Becky, and I am very surprised at how much I really enjoyed that story. I loved the gore. I thought it was so fantastic. The eyeball was amazing. There were a few twists in this movie that I didn't see coming, but for the most part, I felt the story was pretty predictable, but I did enjoy it nonetheless. Then on the 5th, I watched True Romance for the first time, and then I went ahead and bought it on Blu-ray. You guys already saw that, but I really enjoyed that movie. I am a big Christian Slater fan, and I love Patricia Arquette so much, so to see those two together was great for me. Also, just a question, who do you think would win in a fight? I asked this on my Twitter. Gary Oldman in True Romance or James Franco in Spring Breakers, because they're both pretty extreme. On the 8th, I watched a movie called Braid, and it was so weird. For the most part, I enjoyed it until it turned into a time loop movie. Heads up. A lot of the scenes in this movie were shot so beautifully, and like they were colored in a way that it was strange and unusual, and I really liked it. However, I just hate time loop movies, and it really took me out of the experience. Another thing was the fact that there was no subtitles in the entire movie, but every title card, well, that I could tell because I torrented the copy. But anyways, there was no subtitles in the movie, but every title card ended up being in German, so I didn't know what every act meant. I also was kind of thrown off by the fact that the movie is called Braid, but when the movie starts, it's called Obsession. So, I mean, I can understand why. On the 11th, Alex and I watched Ghost Ship. He has a whole review of that on his channel, but yeah, it was really good to revisit that movie. I forgot how much I enjoyed it. The opening scene, I really forgot how good it was. I used to be so scared of it when I was a kid, but it was just some really good early 2000s cheese, and I appreciate always early 2000s cheese. On the 11th, I watched Jim Jeffries' Intolerant, and I like Jim Jeffries a lot, but this was one just hour-long poop joke, and I wasn't mad about it because I do think poop jokes are pretty funny. On the 14th, Alex had me watch Super Troopers 2, and as my reviews, Peep, can you stop it with the bag? As my review states, I was personally attacked by this movie. It was so, like, offensively Canadian. And then on the 18th, we watched Relic, finally, and that movie hit a little bit too home, or close to home, with what's personally happening in my life right now. But it didn't do it for me. If it was like a short film, I said like in my review, if it would have been like a 50-minute short film, I think it would have been way better. But I feel like the story just dragged a little bit too much for me to want to pay attention to it. Why can't I speak today? Like the last 25 minutes, great. If the whole movie was like that, great. But like it just wasn't, you know? On the 22nd, I rewatched Inglourious Bastards, and that had me saying, "Oui, Shoshana," for like a week straight. On the 25th, I had Alex watch one of my very favorite movies, Drop Dead Gorgeous. This is one of my favorite comedies. We are big fans of Brittany Murphy, and she was just so cute in this movie. I watched this a lot when I was growing up, and like a lot of the Minnesota accent that they have in the movie, it just stuck with me. Like when she goes to spell Alabama and she's like A-L-A-B-A-M-A, and like it just kills me. But it was a little more offensive than I remembered, maybe because I was very young when I first saw it and it really didn't like resonate with me, but great movie. I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy that movie. And then directly after that, we watched Cruel Intentions, and it was great revisiting that film. I am glad that I've seen this movie so many times over the course of my life, because I feel like every time I watch it, I mature a little more and I understand it a little more. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about that film. I really don't. Yeah, you guys know the makeout scene. Confirmed. And then directly after that, at like midnight on the 26th, I watched Jack Whitehall's I'm Only Joking. And if you guys haven't seen Jack Whitehall, his show Travels with My Father, I think it is one of the most hilarious shows I've ever seen in my life. It's so, just the way that he shits on his dad and makes his dad do the most uncomfortable things, and the fact that his dad carries around this little silicone baby named Winston, it's just so hilariously odd. And like his comedy specials, he usually like ends up shitting on his dad, and it's so funny because it always pans to him in the audience, just so disappointed, and I love it. And then on the 26th, that day, I had been watching Hereditary over the course of a few days at work, and I finished it on the 26th. You never go wrong with Hereditary. Peep, do you mind? I've seen it probably 5 times now, and every time I watch it, I notice something different in it, and that's why I love it so much. And then on the 28th, from the 26th to the 28th, I watched a movie called Temple on my breaks at work, and it was a found footage film. It was partially in Japanese and partially in English, and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I think because I watched it over the course of 2 days, I need to go back and rewatch it, not to understand the story, but to really fully immerse myself into the story. And then on the 29th, Alex and I watched First Reformed, and I've wanted to watch this movie for so long, and I'm so happy that we finally did. I'm not happy because I absolutely hated the ending. You know, it was kind of set up for him to, you know, but I really enjoyed it nonetheless. Once again, it was weird. The weird levitation into like factory farming and stuff, like very strange. Makes me want to recycle, you know. It was just a very strange film. It was great. I mean, I really enjoyed Ethan Hawke is like one of my celebrity crushes, so like it was great to watch him in a different kind of role. But would I rewatch it? Maybe. And then to end the month off, I watched Scream, but I watched it on TV with commercials, and it really takes you out of the whole experience of the movie. I love it though. I always love to watch a Scream movie. Scream 5 was announced, guys. Holy crap. What do you guys think about that? Anyways, that is all that I watched for this month. Next month, well this month, we're in August already, so like this month is probably going to be pretty eventful because, like I said, I've already watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. 2 of them were short films, but still 7 movies. So yeah, I'm trying to break my record of 22 movies, and I think I can do it this month. We'll see. Anyways, stay tuned. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you so soon. I have so many videos already filmed and edited and ready to go for you guys. So I love you. See you soon. Sayonara, Spooky fam.